everybody, and welcome back to The Social Life right here on Rogers TV. We're your hosts. I'm Ksenia Spott.
And I'm Stephanie LaRue, and we talk about all things trending, including the story we're following right now about Toronto setting some records.
Yes, Toronto set an all-time record for the most tourists ever in 2019, beating out 2018's record of 27.5 million visitors. This year, it was 28.1 million visitors.
That is a lot of tourism.
So it's almost 3 million. It went up almost 3 million. So visitors to Toronto, they spent $6.7 billion in our destination 2019, which includes restaurants, attractions, transportation, retail, accommodations, which is nearly 200 million more than in 2018. So of course, this kind of helps our economy, right? We're able to create more jobs. It supports 70,000 jobs, and now 10,000 new jobs have been created over the past 10 years, which generates billions in tax revenues, which is what the CEO and President of Tourism Toronto has said. So, of course, Toronto is a city, which I don't know if you know, and I don't know if you know, 50% of our population, it was not born here in Canada.
Wow, 50%.
Over 50%.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And I am part of that statistic. So I'm very proud of that. So that's kind of cool. So, right, so that's why we have so many people coming. Of course, Americans from the U.S., they continue to make up the largest market of visitors in Toronto from outside the country, with roughly 2 million coming to Toronto, which makes sense, right? It's so close to us. Why not? Like, it's across the border. If you can do it, come Niagara Falls, right? That's a great attraction.
Yeah, I'm sure people that live up in Buffalo probably come over here all the time.
Right, for games. Like, we go to sports games there. They probably come to sports games for us. And China is the city's largest overseas market, with over 222,000 Chinese visitors this in 2019 once again.
Wow.
So that's a lot. And it's not just tourists, actually. It's just business conferences, of course. They also bring in a lot of revenue and industry events that attract over 500,000 people in 2019.
That makes a lot of sense. Toronto's a big hub for business, too.
Yes.
So I can definitely see a lot of business travel happening here.
Right, and there's a lot of markets, and it's growing. The tech world is growing, right? And we're opening up like a Netflix hub right in Toronto. So there's a lot of reasons to come, and not just to visit, and of course to visit our city, which used to be, you know, the CN Tower used to be this very popular, the biggest landmark ever. Of course, now it's all in Dubai, but still, it is very cool to go check it out. And you can even do the Edge Walk, right, which is a new feature that's been nearly new. So what's your favorite thing about Toronto?
My favorite thing about Toronto, I love that there's always something to do. Like, you can go just for a night in the city and you'll always find something to do. Whereas, you know, out here, it's nice and quiet, but not much to do on a Friday night.
Right, exactly. In the city of Toronto, we have so many great landmarks, right? We have the CN Tower, of course, it's a bit pricey, but it's worth the visit. We have Ripley's Aquarium. If you're going, like, look at that gorgeous photo right there, right? If you're going out, you can go to Toronto Island, you can see this view. And I think one of the things I love is when you're by like Queen's Quay, and then you look out into the water, and it can look a little bit like the ocean sometimes. It gives
You're right.
you the ocean vibes.
You can see all the water as far as the eye can see.
Yeah. So there is a reason to always visit Toronto.
I agree.
And now the next story we're following, still Toronto related. Of course, the Raptors, the Toronto Raptors, right? They're probably one of the reasons a lot of people have actually come to Toronto in 2019, right? We had the championship, so probably more people wanted to see the games. And of course, our beloved Toronto Raptor, Fred VanVleet, he has been inducted into the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum in Milwaukee.
I need you to explain this a little bit, because I had no idea this museum existed.
Yeah, neither did I, but look, that's the bobblehead. So there's two versions.
Adorable.
Right? I'm so proud of Fred. I'm sure he's very happy.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody remembers June 13, 2019.
Yep.
It was the day the Raptors won the NBA series. We were out in the city. We were celebrating. We were happy. You remember that day?
I do remember that day. It was the same day we graduated from university.
Right. So for us, it was double the milestone.
It was a really good day.
So, of course, everybody remembers the fourth quarter where the Raps were basically neck and neck with the Golden State. And even watching the game, you know, we were leading, they were leading, we were leading. So we never had a clear winner. Of course, everybody knew it was the Raptors, right? We hoped for the Raptors. But it was really thanks to Fred VanVleet that the Raptors had the lead. He kind of generated the lead, and of course, it was Kawhi Leonard. So a lot of people really focus their attention on Kawhi Leonard, when actually Fred VanVleet deserved final MVP honors.
He did. He deserved a lot of the credit. He played really well in that game.
And he really led our team. Now, Fred VanVleet's entire life he's really been an underdog, right? Even growing up, He would never, everybody told him, like, you never make it to the NBAs. And look where he is now.
He's killing it. He's
And
bobblehead Hall of Fame level
Bobblehead Hall
status
of
right
Fame.
now.
It was also recently his birthday, so happy birthday to Fred VanVleet. And even Drake called him out during one of the games on his tan. He said that it was on 10 million, and then he made a bunch of jokes. So everybody loves Fred VanVleet. I hope they never trade him. Fred, you gotta stay.
Let's keep our players.
Our producer Johnny said Frederico, right? That's what Drake called him. He made the joke. So yeah, now as the NBA championship recently turned 26.
Yeah.
They made this bobblehead for him. It's the first ever officially limited edition bobblehead. You can buy two. One goes for $35 plus shipping, which has his throwback jersey, and the mini 2019 NBA championship bobblehead for $15 and shipping. So if you want a little mini Fred VanVleet, you can have it. It's all yours.
Amazing. I love that. But right now, let's see what our Tarren, our correspondent, has to say about tech.
Hey, what's going on, Social Life? My name is Tarren, and I'm this week's tech correspondent. And in this week's episode, I wanted to kind of take you guys through my experience of letting a robot clean my apartment for 60 days. This is my review of the iRobot E6. Number one is that this robot is just fantastic at cleaning my apartment. It's able to go room to room every single time for the most part. And I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with a full-size kitchen, living room, 2 bathrooms, and the AI built into the device is able to navigate its way through my home, which is just amazing to watch. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the battery life. It can clean for up to 90 minutes before the battery dies. And what's great about this robot is once the battery is close to being dead, it actually will return to its home base automatically to start recharging again. So that's a huge bonus. Something I wanted to mention though before we keep going is that I do live in an apartment, but I do understand that some of you guys might live in a home with stairs. And I can happily tell you that this thing has edge detection and will most definitely not just roll off your staircase and break itself. As you can even see by my demonstration on my dining table, it does a good job of recognizing when it's about to fall and it turns around and goes somewhere else. I also wanted to mention that I do live with a cat. His name's Blue. Very cute cat, as you can probably see. And I'm actually allergic to him. And the reason why I bought this robot was because it has a built-in HEPA filter that does a great job of capturing cat and dog allergens. But I think the most novel feature of all is that this robot can be controlled through your smartphone. You can press the clean button and it'll start cleaning your home right away. You can schedule exactly when you'd want this robot to run every single day from your smartphone. And I think the icing on the cake as well is if you have a smart home built into your living situation, you can ask Google to start cleaning your home and the robot will literally turn on and start cleaning your home. Of all the good that this robot is capable of doing, you know, it's not a perfect device. The only thing that I find quite annoying is that it can get stuck sometimes, most notably on the rugs that I have. So if you do own any type of rug, particularly a shag rug, which is what I have, the robot does have trouble getting through the rug, so it will literally just get stuck. It will stop working and you have to pick it up, put it back on the hardwood floor and let it keep going again. Outside of that annoyance though, I still love this thing. There is just something to be said about an AI robot literally cleaning and vacuuming your home without you doing anything. I just love that so much. I know that this isn't the cheapest vacuum to get your hands on, and it's most definitely a luxury and not a necessity, but if you have the funds to get this thing, I wouldn't hesitate a bit. This will change your life the way that it's changed mine. Anyway, that's this week's tech review. Let's bring it back to Steph and Ksenia on Social Life.
Thank you, Tarren, for that review. Very interesting. I don't know if, I think I prefer like a handheld vacuum. I'm kind of used to that, but very cool feature. Definitely comes in handy if you're very busy and need some time. But right now, let's go see what is trending in entertainment.
The first story we're following is all about Hilary Duff and the Lizzie McGuire reboot. Have you heard about this?
I have heard about it. I don't know too much about it, so you're going to tell me.
I will. I'll tell you right now. So basically, our favorite childhood show, Lizzie McGuire, or mine at least.
Right.
I'm not sure how much of a fan you were, but I used to love Lizzie McGuire. And recently we found out that it was getting a reboot, which is super exciting. But unfortunately, last month, production for the show was halted after Terry Minsky, the series creator and showrunner, quit unexpectedly.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
since then, it's kind of been up in the air, and fans have been anxiously waiting some news about the series. Is it going to happen? Isn't it? As you can see there, there's a photo Hilary Duff posted on her Instagram.
Right.
She's so excited to reprise the role as Lizzie. She's posting photos with Gordo, making little videos on set. Super excited. But then she posted to Instagram a couple days ago on February 28th, and she shared a very honest statement about the reboot and what's been happening. So this kind of gave fans some clarity, but unfortunately, it's not the best news. She said that she's been incredibly excited to launch Lizzie, and her passion remains. However, she feels a responsibility to honor the fans and their relationship with Lizzie, because she, too, felt like Lizzie, she could see herself in Lizzie, and that's
Right.
what people loved about the characters, that she's so relatable. And she says that she'd be doing everyone a disservice by limiting the realities of a 30-year-old's journey to live under the ceiling of a PG rating. So basically, because the show would have been on Disney, they want to give it a PG rating.
Which
and
makes
keep it,
sense.
Yeah, very family-friendly. But Hilary's concern is that because Lizzie is now in her 30s, and the whole point of the character is to be real and relatable.
And to show growth,
And
right?
to show growth. She wants those experiences she's having as a 30-year-old to be the same kind of real and relatable stuff that she was going through as a teenager. Like, you know, and as a teenager, we saw Lizzie, like, buying a bra,
Right.
having her first kiss, her first boyfriend, middle school troubles, all that stuff. And now we kind of want to see, like, what her life's like in her 30s.
Right. Well, it's kind of like That's So Raven, right? They kind of did a reboot with Raven being older, and I guess
Yeah.
they still kept it PG, but Raven became a mother.
So I think
Right?
in that sense, it was a little more understandable and easier to do because she's a mom with kids, so it can be like a PG family show.
Right.
But now, like in this reboot, Lizzie doesn't have kids. Like she's just
She's
I think
just in
she's
her
supposed to be in her
30s, right?
30s, career woman, hanging with her friends in the city type of vibe.
Right.
So Hilary's kind of disappointed.
I think it's more for fans who grew up with her like we did, right? Like
Yeah.
we were there when she was in her teens, or I guess her, right? Like
Yeah.
filming the first Lizzie movie. Now that we've grown up, like we can almost relate a little bit to it. And so I guess she wants to highlight her life at this stage, which for us we would enjoy, because I don't know if I'd watch Lizzie McGuire, you know, as like a G-rated version.
I don't think I would either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. I don't think I'd want to watch it if it was like a Family Channel type show. But I would definitely watch it if it was kind of more of like a Sex in the City type of
Right,
vibes, like
right.
something like that. Then I'd be super interested. So, do you agree then that they should kind of what Hilary's asking is for another platform to pick up their show?
I think Netflix should jump on it. I think it could
like
potentially.
another one of those streaming services
Right.
should pick it up and then make it a little bit more like adult. And I think
Right.
that would be great.
I think that'd be great, yeah. Or any services. Or just like, why don't you, I don't know, it's hard to say.
It is hard to say because it is a Disney show and it's always lived on Disney. So it'd be hard for them to give that up. But they actually did the same thing with 13 Reasons Why. They originally had it, they were going to make it on their Disney network, but they decided to give it up and give it to Hulu so they could make it more mature.
Right.
Because it's a spin-off of the 13 Reasons Why.
Interesting. So I'm very excited to see how the story is going to progress, and I'm curious to see how Hilary Duff, I was going to say Lizzie McGuire, how Hilary's going to deal with the situation. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye
I'll
on
have to keep an eye on that. Actually, it's not 13 Reasons Why, my bad. It is actually Love, Simon.
Love Simon.
That I was talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Love
I was gonna say,
Simon. That made no sense.
All right.
Love Simon, the movie, they're making it into a show, and they're making it on Hulu instead of Disney.
Interesting. All right, well, we'll keep following that story. But guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. These are the inflatable trousers.
Oh, wow.
And they went viral after a London fashion show. Welcome back to The Social Life right here on Rogers TV. Now we're going to talk a little bit about fashion because we love fashion.
Yes.
And something that has went viral, which is quite interesting, and you're going to see why in a little bit. So behold, the inflatable trousers. Don't know if you've ever seen those before.
I have not, and
But-
you keep saying this chat, and I have no idea what you're talking
Okay,
about.
so
I'm very
let's pull up a
excited to see.
picture to show everybody what we're talking about. These are the inflatable trousers.
Oh, wow.
And they went viral after a London college fashion show.
Oh.
So there's a designer he goes by the single name of Harry Krishnan.
Okay.
And he made these latex trousers with anatomically impossible proportions. And the models walked with them down the runway. So he said he got the idea, which is kind of interesting, from his dog.
From his dog?
Yeah, so he was playing with his dog, and then he decided to, like, how does a dog feel looking up at us, right? Like, they must have these really weird proportions of us. Because when you take, like, low-angle photos,
Yeah.
right, you kind of look at yourself, and you're like, oh, like, I don't look the way that I do, if that makes sense, right? Like, you might be like, oh, my face looks a little longer than it should, or, like, my body looks a bit longer. So he wondered how dogs feel. And so he decided to create these pants from a little bit inflated.
I hope my legs don't look like that when you look at them from a low angle.
I wish your dog could talk. Because
Me
we
too.
could
I wish
ask.
I could ask him.
But that's where the idea came from. So these super wide inflatable trousers consist of up to 30 individual latex panels, which are either plain white, like we just saw, or they can be arranged in different colors of brick red and forest or mint green. So this look is achieved by pumping the trousers with air via a 7mm wide inflation valve at the bottom.
Wow.
So quite interesting look. I'm sure it took a lot of time to actually make and go from idea to a concept. And of course, a total of 20 designers across both women's wear and menswear presented their final collections at this fashion show. But there's still no word yet when these will come to a store near you and if anybody will wear them. But of course, this went viral. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, look at these pants, right? Well, you make sense.
I know, it's insane.
I don't think the runway has ever seen these kind of pants.
It's very, very unique. I wonder if
it's comfortable. I mean, it is. It's just air.
It's just, it might be, you know what? It's
heavy.
probably pretty comfortable.
It would be like a little bit hard to walk, maybe?
Definitely hard to walk. You kind of have to be very aware of where your legs are.
Right.
But, interesting. I wonder if we'll see this like celebrity street style or something like that. If someone will wear this on the street.
They might. I don't think it'll be as exaggerated because this is quite clearly over the top. But it might be a little bit because what are those pants called that are they're not skinny.
Like parachute pants, like wide leg pants.
Like wide leg pants. So it's a little bit similar, just more like
just a little exaggerated.
Exaggerated. It's just like a little more dramatic version of the wide leg pants.
Exactly.
There you go.
We're gonna continue talking about fashion right now. It's almost prom season, guys.
It is. I know all the ladies that are in grade 12 or 11 who are going to prom are probably starting to look, and gentlemen too, right? For prom dresses
their prom outfits.
Prom suits.
Exactly. Most schools have their proms in May or June, so now is a really good time to start shopping. I know this is when I started shopping, when I had my prom. We're going to take a look at some trendy looks that you can maybe get as your prom look this year.
All right, let's do it.
The first one, glitter, is very in.
Oh, yes.
I know you recently wore a glitter dress to an event.
Yes, I had an event this past Friday, and I wore a glitter dress. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love glitter. I love this gold dress.
Me too.
I love how it's strapless. I love the color.
Shiny.
I think I love glitter. Mostly I like glitter in the golds and the silvers, but I had the blue glitter, and I think it looked very nice.
It really worked.
But it went from blue to the silver,
right?
Yeah. But I love that gold dress.
Yeah, me too. That's gorgeous. Let's take a look at the second one. This one is another trend. We've been seeing this satin look dresses everywhere. So, of course, prom, perfect time to try out this trend. And a corset back, too.
Yeah,
corsets are very in. I've been shopping with my sister. She's in grade 12, so she's going to prom this year. And I've been seeing so many corset dresses, and she tried one on. It actually looked really cool.
Well, it is very cool, and the back's adjustable.
Yeah,
right?
the back, you pull in the back. So I feel like you need less tailoring, which is nice.
Oh, that's a good point. That is very nice. I think, and then a lot of these dresses, those two that we just saw, they were strapless. So I think strapless is another. Yeah,
strapless is another pretty big trend. My sister's kind of afraid to try it because she doesn't want to be adjusting her dress all night.
I agree.
Which I kind of agree with that as well.
It's a little bit annoying when you're going somewhere and you have to hold your dress. You don't feel comfortable. I prefer the straps, a one strap or so, but I still love strapless if you can get it to fit.
It looks beautiful.
Right? And we also saw that long tail.
Yeah.
Is that another trend?
Yeah, long trains. That was in when we were in too.
Yes.
Which they look so beautiful and you feel like a princess, but you step on your dress all night long. I have holes in the bottom of my dress from prom from stepping on it with my heels.
So I guess not only do you step on it, but
everyone else. My date was stepping on it. Everyone was stepping on it. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's take a look at the next photo.
Ooh,
two-piece sets.
Two pieces, yes.
Yeah, this I think we saw really when we were at prom.
Yes,
this come into style.
Yes.
But it's still really big, and I saw so many of these at the store with my sister. Also, the glitter bodice is very in. The whole top covered in glitter.
That is cute. I love that color too.
I don't know if I would pick a two-piece for prom. What about you?
Well, because like you mentioned, when we went to prom, which was like 6 years ago already now, two pieces were in, and I really love the idea of the two-piece, but I just didn't find one that I liked. I think I would wear it. I like the idea because it is kind of like a skirt and like a shirt, so maybe you do feel a bit more comfortable, right?
Yeah, more room to move around,
More room to move around. It's a little bit different, right? I really enjoy like even for prom, like those jumpsuits that are like, they kind of look like dresses with long flowy legs or trains.
That
in
is
the back.
another trend that we'll get to later, but let's take a
Okay.
look at the next photo. Big full skirts.
Ooh, okay.
This is really big. These like massive skirts that come around. That one's not even as dramatic as some that I've seen.
It's a gorgeous color though.
I know. Royal blue is a huge color. Royal blue and red are both like very big colors for prom this year. Another one is bubblegum pink,
Ooh, those are cute.
which my prom dress was actually like a pinky color. So
my
and yours
prom
was
dress
red.
was red,
So,
so-
we killed it, I gotta say. Let's see
Yeah.
the next trend. Here's the jumpsuit.
Okay, yes.
I love this one.
I love that one,
so
yeah.
stunning. Would you wear a jumpsuit?
Yes, I definitely would. Like I was trying for this event that I just went to recently, I was trying to even find a suit that I can wear. Like I love
I
the
love that
idea of
too.
even like having a powerful suit or a jumpsuit. I think like those really stand out and they're very nice. And jumpsuits are so comfortable. You're wearing pants basically,
Exactly.
right? You're so free to move around. You feel so comfortable. Even our favorite on The Bachelor, okay, that we're watching, a lot of these ladies are actually wearing jumpsuits and they all look so nice.
I know, I love it. And I love that you're in pants. The next photo I have is a special surprise.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, it's us at prom.
That's us at prom. We
our
actually went to
prom
the same
dresses.
high school, but
Yeah.
we didn't get a picture together.
I know, so that's the best that we could do right
That's what
there.
we could do. We have one later at the after party, but we didn't get any at the
The
pre-party.
pre-party, yeah.
But there we are at prom. It's pretty cute, little
Right,
throwback.
So there you are in your pink, there I am in my red.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting, like the style doesn't really change that much over the years, but you do see more of like, I think slits are in.
Yeah,
I
slits
know
are in.
some of my, like some girls that I know who graduated last year who went to prom, they had these like
Huge
really
slits.
high slits, like a little too high I thought. But,
Yeah.
So those are very in as well. So I'm excited to see what dress your sister picks out and what kind of style she's gonna go with.
Me too. It's very exciting. It's very fun shopping, but it is a stressful time.
It is. So don't worry, don't panic if you don't have your
Dress
dress.
yet. Lots of
yes,
time.
That's right. All right, now I want to switch things over to a little bit of a viral story about a TV reporter from North Carolina who went viral after this funny little phone incident. So let's take a look at the video. So there it is. There you see he's doing a weather report. It's supposed to be a very serious weather report. All of a sudden, he gets these
Oh my
filters
goodness.
on his, and he has no idea, right? He's talking about like the weather. This is the first time that it's been really snowing there. They're getting a lot of snow, and that's how he looks like, right?
Oh
He
my
can't see it.
gosh.
So he's thinking, and he's doing this on Facebook Live, so it's not even like he can see it.
So the cameraman is playing jokes on him.
No, not even. So
No?
the cameraman, so when he was going to do this Facebook Live, I guess he connected to the video, he got it prepared, right? And then he somehow activated the face filter. So I guess Facebook has these face filters,
Yeah.
which I didn't even know about. And so the cameraman, when they position, because before you do your live hit, you're gonna position, and he told the reporter, he's like, oh, there's like something weird like happening on the screen, and he didn't really elaborate. The reporter said like his cameraman didn't really elaborate what was happening, so he's like, okay, it's fine, it'll go away. Like he just probably thought it's like some, I don't know, something happening, but it didn't, and everybody started commenting and being like, oh my gosh, do you know what's happening? And, like his bosses chimed
That's
in,
so
the whole
funny.
company, and of course he joked, he laughed at it, and he's like, oh well, of course I have to laugh at myself about it. So that was very funny, and on Twitter it got over 71,000 views, and on Facebook 322,000 views. So everybody thought this was
Wow.
hilarious. When I watched it for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. Like these things happen, right?
It's hilarious. I thought for sure like the cameraman put the filters on to play a joke on him.
I mean, that would be kind of funny.
That'd be kind of
but-
funny. I had no idea it was completely by accident.
Yeah, it was completely by accident because once again, he was trying to do like a serious weather hit, and that's what happened.
There you go.
Yeah,
It happens, guys. You just gotta roll with the punches.
that's right.
You never know what's gonna
You did
happen.
so.
It's live.
Yep, it is.
Right now, we're gonna talk about a trending entertainment story. This one is about Lady Gaga, who's making her return to music.
Finally, it's been some time.
Exactly. Have you heard her new song, Stupid Love?
I don't think I have.
Well,
Unless I play it on the radio.
It does play on the radio, so you might catch it
Okay.
on your drive one of these days. But she just released a new video for the song. and she's kind of returning to her roots, which is very interesting.
Okay, what
in the,
sense?
In the video, she's dressed up in all these costumes, very elaborate.
Extravagant?
Yes, very reminiscent to her old pop days. She's kind of bringing back her pop sound. She
Okay.
did like country for a while, got a little more mellow. She was a movie star. And now look take a look.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh,
See?
wow.
Back to her roots.
Yeah, that reminds me of Poker Face. She had, you know, all that, like...
Bad romance. You get
romance,
all
yep.
the vibes, all those throwbacks. And this video actually was entirely shot on an iPhone, which is interesting.
And an iPhone. Wow, do you know what kind of iPhone?
Probably the
11?
I'm assuming the newest one. Why not? But Selena Gomez did this with her music videos recently. A lot of celebrities have been doing this. I guess it's like a partnership, which I think is pretty cool. You can see the quality of the phone. So she has an album coming out. It's called Chromatica.
Interesting. And do we have a date?
Yes, April 10th is the date that her album will be coming out.
So it's very soon, in the next month or so.
Yeah, the next month or so. And the album's going to be about bravery and healing. The song, too, is about, like, craving acceptance. So I think that's why she kind of took back to her roots for the video, kind of talking about how she craved acceptance in those days.
Very interesting. Well, I'm very excited to see and hear her album.
Me too. But right now, guys, unfortunately, we are out of time. Thank you so much for watching. But before we go, we want to say a huge thank you to our scent sponsor, Niche Decor. Check them out at Niche Decor. They have 2 unique showrooms, one in Newmarket and Aurora, where you can get all this beautiful accessories, furniture, and more. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
See you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
One, two, three.